Welcome to Lansdowne Children's Center, a progressive treatment center designed to help handicapped children from infancy through their teen years to reach their optimum potential. At Lansdowne Children's Center each week, the administrative coordinator meets with an assessment team in an attempt to meet the total needs of each child, which means working closely with the child, the family, and with each other. And this approach leads to the planning of individual programs for each child. The program will be designed to promote optimum development of the child based on the assessment given, and from this program, recommendations may be for activities to be carried out at the center and/or a home program, or now on an outpatient basis. Lansdowne Children's Center was incorporated in 1974 under the Ministry of Health, which designated the center as a Group K hospital. This designation significantly increased the mandate of the center from a school-based service to a broader-based service, and under this new mandate, treatment services were then extended. At the present time, the majority of children on the center's caseload are serviced on the outpatient basis. What this means is that if a child is attending a community school, a nursery school, a daycare center, or developmental center, our staff will work with the personnel in these facilities to assist with programs and to provide information on the child's physical condition. The center, whose history has roots that go back as far as 1952, is today a composite structure, always changing to meet the needs of the children, with the first requirement for service being a medical referral, and upon receipt of this referral, an appointment will be arranged with the family for an assessment. There are a number of departments involved with the assessment team, one of them being the physiotherapy department. The aim of this department is to develop whatever capabilities a child has, in order that he or she may be as independent as physically possible. The physiotherapist brings a specialized knowledge of medical and neurological conditions to this team, where various methods of handling and positioning are employed to facilitate as near normal pattern of movement as possible through the various stages of sitting, crawling, kneeling, and walking. A variety of techniques are employed to supplement or support the individual therapy session. therapists who are provided because a large number of children attending the center do so for help with communication disorders. This may be their only problem, or it may complicate some other physical handicap. The speech department offers an individual program to help each child with disorders that may include difficulties in language development, articulation, voice, fluency, and/or oral motor control. Another important department is occupational therapy. This therapist, with her specialized training, is able to facilitate independence through assessment and treatment in activities of daily living, life skills, hand skills, and play skills. They also teach the use of adaptive equipment and technical aids, as well as perceptual motor skills. The occupational therapist promotes physical, social, and emotional development through individual and group activities. And very often things that we take for granted have to be taught with many hours of patient training. A major objective of this center is to keep the children we serve involved in their community, rather than isolating them in a special environment. The center could not achieve this objective without the cooperation of many people employed in other community programs and agencies, as well as the support people at the center. Students from Lansdowne School volunteer in a number of direct programs, such as the Buddy Program, coming in each day to spend recess and part of the noon hour with students at the center. The rewards in this program are twofold, as the center child has the opportunity to interact in a fun way with their peers, and on the other hand, it also exposes the school children to the reality of what the center is all about. The center is also utilized as an educational resource by colleges and local high schools, as well as providing information about the programs and physical disabilities to the general public. To ensure the continuity of the programs at the center, they are carried over into such areas as the lunch hour program, where you can see the participation of a group of nursing students who are observing the lunch hour program as part of their curriculum. Lansdowne Children's Center has 3 classrooms. They are primary, junior, and bliss symbolics. All 3 classrooms share the ultimate long-range goal: to develop the children physically, socially, emotionally, and educationally to the best of their abilities for integration into regular community schools. A very important area of therapeutic intervention is undertaken with totally nonverbal children, and alternative methods such as bliss symbolics are introduced. The method being shown is an e-tram where the child uses his eyes or hands to point to the symbol and number and is thus able to communicate. In the junior classroom, under the auspices of the Brant County Board of Education, specially trained teachers provide programs with an emphasis on life skills, and in this particular class, the lesson could encompass such subjects as spelling, mathematics, or even geography. Thus, the Lansdowne Children's Center continues to grow and meet the needs of handicapped children in our community, and to help meet this growing need, the center utilizes many volunteers. The volunteers make an important contribution to the services of the center. Our volunteers must be prepared to accept direction from the professional staff and also be flexible in their outlook. Experience is an asset rather than a requirement, but more important is the ability to enjoy the company of young children. But as the work and number of pupils has increased, so must our volunteers. We welcome you to the program at any time, and we provide training sessions for the new recruit. All we ask is that our volunteers be in good health and fit to lift children, whether male or female. Lansdowne Children's Center would never have evolved without the time and effort of the volunteers, and we value their support and help with the many programs we have. They not only serve as members of our board to manage the center's business, but they also help in classrooms and with our swim programs, where every child has their special person. With the help of volunteers, center children have the opportunity to enjoy the benefits of swimming at one of 2 swim programs run under the auspices of the center and are carried out at either the Brantford General Hospital or the Brant Aquatic Center. The emphasis of these programs are to instruct the children in actual swimming techniques, with recognition that each child has special needs in this regard. Learning and fun can work together and has led to good times and a sense of achievement for many center children. Lansdowne Children's Center provides treatment to children in Brantford, Brant County, and surrounding regions who have physical handicaps and/or speech-language dysfunctions. The center is operated by a 16-member board of directors, many of whom are appointed from the membership of the Brantford Rotary Club, and an executive committee composed of officers from this board and the administrative coordinator, in conjunction with the medical directors, meet each month to look after administrative matters. There is no charge to parents for any of the center's treatment or clinical services. The Ministry of Health provides the bulk of the necessary funding, and the Brant County Board of Education provides funding for the center school program. The need for the services that Lansdowne Children's Center provides has greatly increased as more children are being saved or given life by advances in prenatal and postnatal care. It is also being recognized more and more that handicapped children have potential and with early treatment can lead fruitful and productive lives. Institutionalization is no longer seen as the only answer, and to ensure a continuing high level of service, the center still depends on the private sector, and all donations are gratefully accepted and will be acknowledged. The people of our community can be proud of what their interest and support has created, and together we will continue to grow and change to meet the needs of our children.